How can tech companies leverage SEO and content marketing to grow their share of voice, build their brand, and reach more customers? I recently put together a proposal for Directive Consulting, and my proposal was all about how an established B2B SaaS company could grow its business with strategic content and SEO. The strategy I put together is for the customer intelligence software company Clearbit, but these tactics apply to any company with a long sales pipeline. So let's go through it now, step by step. And remember, these recommendations will apply to a wide range of businesses, whether they are in the software as a service business or not. So let's get started. And if you're an agency looking to implement these strategies on behalf of a client, or if you're with a business that could benefit from some of these tactics that I'll be talking about, reach out to me and we can come up with a plan focused on your unique business. So what are we going to cover today? Who is Clearbit for? In other words, who is our ideal customer profile? Who are we going to be targeting? We're going to get insanely specific with demographic and firmographic details here. How do these people make buying decisions? In the B2B SaaS space, the sales process is often protracted and involves a lot of stakeholders. What does Clearbit offer these people that they can't get with our competitors? Why should they consider our products over the competitor? Or why should they consider Clearbit versus not going with a solution at all? Remember, sometimes inaction is a competitor. Finally, how are we going to meet the KPIs that we identify early in the campaign? I will offer some projections based on some of the work I've done before and talk about why I believe I can deliver comparable outcomes for Clearbit. So let's get started. Who is Clearbit for? Now, the various Clearbit suite of products will each have its own unique ideal customer profile, or ICP. And every asset that I create to support our SEO or content campaigns is going to be tailored to resonate with those highly nuanced customer personas. But for the sake of this presentation, let's keep things simple. Clearbit is for product-led sales and marketing teams, teams who desperately need to drive more customer acquisition, more retention, more expansion. More granularly, we're looking for decision makers within these sales teams, the internal stakeholders who make tech purchasing decisions. As we focus deeper on our ICP within each Clearbit product line, we'll even identify people within organizations who are most likely to champion our product internally, people who can make sure Clearbit is on the table when it's time to consider their customer intelligence needs and weigh their options. So how do these people make buying decisions? With access to 200 million contacts at 20 million companies, Clearbit gives enterprise sales teams the lead data when and where they need it. Clearbit products are the gasoline on the fire for product-led sales teams. But how do these teams make purchasing decisions? What pain points are they having where they need help? What tools could help them meet and exceed their sales goals next month, next quarter, next year? At the fundamental level, Clearbit products automate customer data enrichment. They simplify prospect research and they reduce data entry. But at the macro level, Clearbit helps product-led sales teams surface new leads. To make that value proposition crystal clear for our audience, we'll need to deliver the right content at the right time. Using tools like SparkToro, BuzzSumo, and others, I can go after the decision makers by showing up where they already are, in the online spaces where they talk about sales and sales enablement tools. I'll show you how you can leverage the Clearbit website to draw these decision makers into the Clearbit ecosystem, where they'll learn more about your brand, they'll hear stories about your track record, and they'll hear about how we've helped leading enterprises just like them. When it comes to keywords, we can talk about monthly search volume, keyword difficulty, average cost per click. We'll talk about all those things once we're setting up your campaign, but for now let's focus on relevance, let's focus on intent. This brings me to what I like to call your 60% problem. Over 60% of your organic traffic is going to the Clearbit homepage. In fact, these are the top 10 search terms currently driving organic search traffic. As you can see, they are largely branded terms. Now, this is a strong indicator that Clearbit enjoys share of voice and that brand recognition is strong in the industry. And that's awesome. But what happens when you filter out these branded searches? You get a new top 10 list of non-branded keywords that your site is ranking for. These terms are driving about 16% of our organic traffic to our top tools pages. We have the logo API tool. We have the Clearbit Connect tool that helps people find email addresses. And we've got the total addressable market calculator. All of them deliver value and all of them are great for building your brand. But what about the high value search terms that drive qualified traffic? Terms like first party data and data enrichment. The website is currently ranking for those terms too, but you can see the traffic that they bring in is much lower. Now, HubSpot made inbound marketing all the rage, and Clearbit has incredible free tools and browser extensions that are driving inbound traffic, especially for these pages that you see on the left of the slide here. But what about the high converting bottom of funnel searches? Our initial analysis of conversion goals in Google Analytics tells me that the majority of lead forms completed on your site come from the integrations page and the pricing page. What can we do to flow site visitors to the integration page where they'll learn more about Clearbit's integration with Salesforce, Marketo, HubSpot? How do we get them to the pricing page where they can compare plans and see how Clearbit's suite of products like enrichment, reveal, prospector, and advertisement help sales teams meet their sales goals? Phrases like sales prospect identity verification and real-time data enrichment show a high level of intent and a high level of relevance to the Clearbit UVP. A product-focused content marketing campaign starts with these kind of topics. Let's take a look at how that works. So let's talk about how to use storytelling to keep Clearbit top of mind for our audience. Share of voice. That's a metric that we use to measure how much brand awareness you have in comparison to your competition in the same market. It acts as a gauge for your brand visibility and how much you dominate the conversation in your industry. SEOs and content marketers talk about link building, content creation, but at the end of the day, we're talking about increasing your brand's share of voice, especially with a longer consideration cycle. Share of voice is a way to measure brand visibility and shows that you have a voice in the conversation. We've already seen the top of funnel and middle of funnel searches bringing folks to the site. Your voice is being heard. But we'll need to offer up relevant product comparisons if we want that share of voice to extend to bottom of funnel, highly qualified SQLs. I did talk to Tim Davidson at Directive Consulting. He told me about how he looked at two Clearbit competitors, Metadata.io and Versium. Based on what he said, I got a better picture of Clearbit's UVP versus the competitors. These competitive differentiators are worth talking about. Your target audience knows about Clearbit. Great, but they also know about the competitors. Currently, the website simply isn't giving them the education they need to make an informed choice. So they're going to websites externally, third-party websites, to do that research. Let's help them in the decision-making process by giving them case studies and use cases filled with quotes from brand evangelists, people like Tim who are excited about Clearbit and its capabilities. In the next part of the presentation, we'll take a closer look at case studies and how my clients have leveraged them in the past and how we can do the same for Clearbit. Let's keep things moving. Every integration between Clearbit products and another platform is an opportunity for a use case. Leveraging your existing partnerships, like the one Clearbit has with Intercom, can connect us to our ideal customer. The Clearbit suite of products includes Prospector, a tool which works extremely well in tandem with a messaging tool like Intercom. Clearbit can identify site visitors and build out detailed profiles. Intercom can send those ICPs highly customized messages. Other, less qualified sales visitors can get different messaging. This is a game changer for product-led sales teams. It makes their job infinitely easier. Now, you can see where we have a customer story about Intercom on the Clearbit site. But what we don't have is a use case study showing how seamlessly the two products work together. Perhaps something featuring a video showing the integration in action. Why don't we find a company that matches our target ICP and let them say good things about the product? Let them toot our horn for us. The case study could be published on the Clearbit site and the customer site, where we'll get a valuable backlink and highly qualified referral traffic. Gong. Here's another case study. We recorded meetings internally using the Gong platform. A big Gong initiative in Q4 2022 was around Gong's reality platform and its integration with Clearbit. Here again, the case study is about Gong and Clearbit. We already have it on the site, but why don't we find a third party, an end customer, an early adapter whose team is leveraging this integration? How are they combining Clearbit's customer lifecycle management tools with Gong's customer interaction processes? Let them tell their story. I bet we can find someone, a director of sales, maybe a chief sales officer, someone who says they can't live without the Clearbit Gong combination. They have a compelling story to tell. They're excited. The rest of the market has no clue about these benefits, and this person can't wait to tell them about it, to evangelize on our behalf. What does the outcome of this kind of approach look like? We know what kind of outcomes you can expect from more engaging bottom funnel content, because it's not our first rodeo. Sumo Logic needed to grow their brand presence in a wide range of industries, just like Clearbit's target audience is in a wide range of industries. Sumo Logic is a cloud-based machine data analytics company that makes $200 million in annual revenue. For them, I created a bottom funnel content strategy that showcases Sumo Logic's applications and integrations. The kind of content that helps educate the buyer and provides just enough value to entice them to fill out a lead form. Just as we'll do with Clearbit, we started with a competitive analysis. We audited the search engine results page across tens of thousands of keywords to identify the top search terms that we wanted to create content for. We leveraged those topics across over 100 pieces of rankable content, including use cases, gaining headway over the competitors that already owned the top search results. We'll talk about on-page SEO in a bit, but part of our on-page approach with Sumo Logic was conversion rate optimization. We wanted to ensure that visitors who found the website were primed to convert. So, we identified the areas where users were leaving the website. We took steps to improve the effectiveness of our messaging and our calls to action. And the results? Our bottom of the funnel content led to a 38% increase in impressions over the span of 3 months. 4.3 million total impressions. It also generated 50,000 clicks from organic users and a 20% increase in organic users to the site. We already talked a little bit about CRO. Let's talk about areas for improvement in on-page and off-page SEO. Off-page SEO refers primarily to the backlink profile, and the site has 10,000 referring domains currently. Not bad. But two of the competitors we mentioned earlier, metadata.io and Versium, have links from quite a few high-authority domains, brands, news sites, and industry sites that should also be talking about us. These include Fortune.com, South by Southwest. These sites should be linking to us. Matillion had a similar problem when they came to my team. Matillion offers data integration solutions. To close the backlink gap and build Matillion's domain authority, we secured guest blog opportunities from industry-leading websites. We created high-value content for external publications. For our on-page SEO approach, we implemented a tight internal linking strategy to encourage users to click through the site and discover additional resources. We removed any distractions that didn't offer value or that led them away from our holy grail, our North Star, the lead form. We landed 31 backlinks from reputable domains. This led to a boost in organic traffic and helped to establish a stronger, more credible digital presence. Compared to the previous year, organic traffic shot up 32% on the homepage and 268% to blog posts. Most important, funneling visitors to the sign-up forms increased demo sign-ups by 49%. By partnering with my team, Matillion was able to make measurable impact on the business's bottom line. Now, I don't have a slide for this, but I want to take a minute to talk about timing. The SEO and content marketing priorities that I'm presenting here today, these are evergreen strategies. They will deliver results year-round. We'll promote key assets at specific trigger points, like when a new CMO is just hired or when we know yearly budgeting is happening. When those events happen within an organization, sales teams want to compare pricing, compare features, compare service after the sale. So timing is key with these kinds of product comparisons. So the content we produce will be promoted by SEO best practices, but we also amplify that content via PPC or social advertising, for example, at specific times when we know the buying cycle has our customers receptive to our messaging. Technical SEO. Technical roadblocks and poor layout on mobile devices are negatively impacting the Clearbit experience for site visitors. Making these improvements can improve page load times on key pages like the integrations page and the pricing page. Our initial research shows that most of your sales from organic leads are coming from desktop users. But remember, mobile-first indexing means Google uses the mobile version of the site for indexing and ranking. Here again, our money pages could be improved. Horizontal scrolling is necessary to see some words and images. Buttons and navigational links are too close together for mobile users. No viewport property tells browsers how to adjust the page dimension and scaling to suit the screen size of various devices. We can help your development team improve page load speeds and mobile compatibility, giving you higher visibility in Google and earning more demo bookings through the site. We talked about the opportunities Clearbit has to close the gap between keyword rankings, quality backlinks, and bottom funnel educational content. But what goals and metrics will we use to measure success? What KPIs will we report on a weekly, monthly, and yearly basis? We track all the standard metrics for SEO campaigns and report at your preferred cadence on how we're doing. Although we do track all of these KPIs, we're going to be more focused on the business KPIs that we'll identify at the start of the campaign. These business KPIs typically include conversions, revenue, CPA, conversion rate, cost per opportunity. We do generally start a new campaign by identifying a North Star KPI. We choose a single KPI that we want to improve. In your case, it'll most likely be this guy right here, the lead form. Everything we're talking about today is about boosting that lead count. The important thing to remember is that we aren't focused so much on deliverables. We do have content production goals and link acquisition quotas, but we aren't really focused on anything other than that North Star KPI. I have helped clients like Clearbit grow the number of sales qualified leads through case studies and other high value content. Content that showcases your unique value proposition and why you're worth consideration. But after we've laid the groundwork, what's next? What can you expect from an ongoing content-focused SEO program? With PPC and other paid advertising, you stop growing if you stop spending. Also, due to competition, the cost to acquire a user will rise over time. With content and with SEO, it works exactly the other way around. In most cases, it will take several months to see a pattern of growth, but when that growth comes, it compounds over time and steadily becomes a long-term asset. Our ongoing work to ensure that compound growth includes strategic PR outreach, the evolution of backlink building. We conduct outreach for each piece of content and put that content to work. If we produce the content, the bar we set is high. The content quality is next level and fits alongside the best performing assets you already have. Finally, we'll monitor the performance of every piece of content, adjusting our approach and our direction based on the outcomes. Ongoing on-site optimizations include A/B testing. We weed out any thin or low-performing pages. We look for opportunities to merge and improve content. And we're going to make sure that content is discoverable in Google and other search engines with ease. So what is it like to work with us? We partner with your internal teams to plug into your workflow. If needed, we will train your editorial team to ensure they're up to date on SEO best practices and can smoothly execute our campaigns. We strategize content workflow and prioritize specific content based on data-driven insights. We'll guide your design and IT resources on all technical SEO initiatives. At the end of the day, you'll find that clear communication is what sets us apart. We set ambitious goals and realistic expectations. Your team can expect full transparency into how the project is progressing. I do remain committed and open to feedback. I take that feedback and I iterate quickly. The course corrections will be fewer and fewer as my team quickly becomes an SME in sales intelligence. Through Slack, email, telephone, or whatever means you prefer, our doors are open to you and your team. We'll be doing the heavy lifting here, but your input will keep us on track and fine-tuned for success. If you're an agency looking to implement these strategies on behalf of a client, or if you're with a business that could benefit from some of these tactics I've been talking about, reach out to me and we can come up with a plan focused on your unique business.